So another major problem that you see with players is just keeping their balance throughout their swing. You see players that are falling backwards when they swing. You see players that whenever they're finished their swing, they're falling forward, and they end up even with that right foot on front of the plate. You'll see some, I don't know how they do it, but they swing and they end up with that back foot ends up in front of the front foot whenever they're just after extension. And then they wonder why they are either missing the ball, whether they're just fouling it off, or why they just have no power on the ball. You've got to stay centered. You've got to stay balanced over top of the balls of your feet as you swing. So here's a drill that many of the players that I coach, I know don't particularly care for this, but it's a little bit of a variation with it so that you're not just gluing yourself to the 2x4 and making yourself just work with the 2x4, but you're practicing what you should be practicing and applying out on the field. And so you're using it just to kind of get you there. So remember with the 2x4 that you're going to place you're going to place it down in front of you. You want a 2x4 that is at least longer than your actual stance. You want to be balanced on it as best as you can. So I would place the balls of my feet on the center basically of the 2x4 so that you're not falling forward or backwards so much. The idea here is that if you are having a real difficult time keeping your balance, well, think about this. The more you practice this, the more your balance is going to improve on it. The more your balance improves on the 2x4, the more your balance will improve on the field. And so it's just a progression that you have to get used to, and you've got to apply. So start with the balls of your feet in the center of the 2x4. Start yourself balanced. Notice my knees are kind of over top of the inside edge of the 2x4. I'm going to do just like I do with a lot of the drills. I'm not going to go through a full swing because right now my balance on the 2x4 is not that great. Maybe yours isn't either, and you would just be frustrated sitting here trying to swing and taking a full hack and falling off the 2x4 and saying, yeah, I can't do that, forget it. Well, here, start in your stance. Practice just slow motion working. Put a tee in front of you if you like to give yourself a little target. I wouldn't even put a ball on it. Just go 1 slow, 2 slow, 3 slow. Notice again, I'm turning that back knee into my front side. My shoulders stay about level throughout my swing. My elbows stay the same distance from each other throughout the swing. My hands stay in. I'm turning to the tee. I then come back. I turn. That back foot is turning on the 2x4, and I can really feel this actually in my calf muscles kind of burning right now, just trying to keep myself balanced. But that's okay. Like I say, that's a good thing. The idea is you're practicing that balance. So I go slowly, 1, 2, 3. Then I go ahead and come off of the 2x4. And I apply the same principles of balance. I look at the tee, 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to go ahead and go through my full swing, applying the same principles of balance that I was whenever I was on the 2x4. So now I'm 1, 2, 3. Notice again that pole. If I could put a pole down through me, it would go out the bottom side of my knee, straight up through the top of my head, and I'm just rotating on that. Notice that straight forward here, I'm on that same line. I'm balanced in the same manner as I was whenever I was on the 2x4. So the idea is you do 3 on the 2x4, slowly, just working that muscle memory, just working the muscles. 3 off the 2x4 slowly, and then 3 full swings practicing those same principles of balance. Hopefully that helps you with your balance. Just maybe a couple thousand of those and you'll get that problem taken care of.